I think the interesting thing to note here is that both of them will have seen Lieutenant Chaos's performance. So they're on the bottom half of the bracket, which means that they get to see their round of 16 opponent first. So they have no idea what each other, like, how each other person is going to fare.
I will be doing the countdown.
But they do know what
3,
their
2,
level of play
1,
is compared to Lieutenant Chaos's, who they've already seen. And so both of them probably are going to have to take perspective on that and just kind of put their heads down and hope for the round of 16 and know whether or not that they can face off against Lieutenant Chaos. From what we've seen so far, we see 2 misses out of the Squid, 3 now.
Oh,
Squid
no.
is failing. We saw that the Squid's top score on this song is about 1100. We do see a failure. Wesley's top score on this song is an A+. So possibly going to have a full combo contention here. We're just going to focus on Wesley for now because this is a victory lap. We do see a miss coming out of Wesley. I think that it is possible that Wesley might make for a close set against Lieutenant Chaos. Whether Wesley knows that yet or not is something we're going to find out soon.
Well, that is true because, well, actually, I'm so sorry. I may have lost my train of thought for a sec. Whoopsie daisy. My apologies. Also, I would actually, you know what? I would just like to agree with the chat real quick. That is a really interesting. That is a very fun, interesting color scheme. It's like Wesley has this really cool, like, nice thing with like the purple and the orange, or it's like maybe yellowish gold. Got a really nice thing to it.
So we've got, I think, was it 3 or 4 misses coming out of Wesley so far. Essentially, Wesley's doing a victory lap at this point. Doesn't know it yet, though. But this is going to be probably another one-sided set in the round of 32, if this song is any indicator. So we need to think about Wesley versus Lieutenant Chaos. So, knowing what we know about our contenders thus far, what do you think Wesley needs to be thinking about going into the next set?
I think what he's gonna have to think about, in terms of the next set, is the fact that with like he's gonna have to be like, okay, so the second song is so and so. How well he's played, like if he's even played it before, and then like decide on how he needs to be able to concentrate on how to get the best possible score, or like or even in the case like if he hasn't played it, how to get the best score for his first attempt, or if he has played it before, then what to do on how to get the best personal best and to try and get a higher score. Which again, for those who might not know, the second song after this is going to be Skyscrape, which was charted, by the way.
Not only was it charted by The Way, but it was written by The Way. It is an original song that The Way wrote.
Which
I think makes it the only song of its type in the tournament. I know Aaron has written original charts, and I know that, Aaron has written original music and has also charted her own music. I don't know if any of those charts made it to this tournament.
I don't think. Well, maybe. I honestly don't know. So please don't quote me on that. However, Wesley has just finished the song. What If I'm Hurt Again with an A rank, almost 42,000. That was 41,704 points with a 440 note streak.
All right, and that means that Wesley will take this set up 1-0 going into Skyscrape. So Callie failed out of the first song. What do you think Callie's thought process has to be going into Skyscrape? That was SquidSuperstar's pick. What If I'm Hurt Again? So now we have Wesley's pick, and Squid still has to play it. And it's a short song, and it's not that complex a song. What do you think Squid needs to do in order to sort of rally in order to pass this?
I think what Squid's gonna have to do is Like the fact that again there's a skyscraper. I wouldn't necessarily say skyscraper is challenging. It's definitely not insanely easy, but it's definitely not like one of the most difficult songs of this round. So what they're gonna have to do is be able to. I feel they're gonna have to try and just be able to like sit there, focus, be like, okay, so these are the patterns. This is what the song is. Just gotta at least attempt to be able to finish the song, be able to hit the notes. Like obviously it's okay if you miss a few, but be able to try and get through it without failing out. But also just to have fun with it.
Right. So we can see this will be possibly the Wesley's first playthrough. Calic is not past this chart, at least by score indicator. So we're going to see if Calic can rally here, and if Wesley can hopefully put up a performance that will make Lieutenant Chaos think twice about the set.
Possibly. Because depending on how well both players do here, it might actually, because if Wesley can be able to do a really decent job on this, that might actually put Lieutenant Chaos on his toes and might have to start considering what songs he's going to want to choose and pick and ban.
So we do see a fail come out of Cali. We got about a minute and a half left in the song, minute 40 seconds. Wesley's on full combo pace, has had a couple earlies, but that's kind of, acceptable by any standards. Nobody's expecting PFCs on demand. Full combo here would send a message to Lieutenant Chaos to watch out in the best of 5. That will be happening after this match is concluded.
I did just see in the chat that apparently Wesley actually has the outdated skyscraper map, but the fact that Squid lost and failed out, not entirely sure what the ruling is going to be on that.
We're going to hear from the referees on that. We have had people with wrong versions of charts before in previous tournaments, and we do have a rule for that was instituted in yesterday's matches. We had somebody play the wrong song. I believe they played the wrong part of Mirai Seikai. Part 3 was selected, and they played part 1 or something like that. My memory is Swiss cheese.
It's fine.
We are going to be probably having a ruling on that. It will happen after the conclusion of Wesley's song. We're going to let the refs deliberate until then.
Someone also yesterday had the wrong skyscraper map, and I honestly can understand that, because as the way pointed out, he did point out and understand that he did post the newer update of this song pretty freaking close to when the tournament started, so it's very understandable that some people might have the wrong map because he might have missed the memo on the update.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe have this to be a gentle reminder to Wesley to check out the warp zone, to be sure. But that was a full combo by Wesley.
And I see in the chat that it looks like
Squid has declined a replay, which means that I think that is a concession by Squid, which means that Wesley will take the set 2-0.